short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football. So are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll from Lambeau. On the return, it's Taylor. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Malik Turner. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. And now here is the offense onto the field as their first involvement will be a two-point conversion attempt.
Let's bring it. 51, Mike. 51.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. That's caught. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. On the return, it's Taylor.
Action.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And his first pass is incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Zeke, and past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Elliott will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to them early and often on this drive. and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now left side on the swing pass. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Taylor now from the end zone.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Rodgers now to throw. He'll buy some time right. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers.
A check down here to Jones.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
On play action, Rodgers rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Flushed out right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Buying time to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Flush to his right.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. 2nd and 10. Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Eluding the pressure right.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 17-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. They'll look to throw. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. On play action, now Rodgers. Out to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.